TaylorMade P790 packed with tech, through slots, speed slots, intelligence, and oh, it's got everything. So to kick us off, we're getting a relatively longer blade length than the other P series. It's maybe the most kind of user-friendly, minimum to not much offset medium top line. So, you know, it's inspiring a bit more confidence than other P clubs, but it certainly isn't brutal in its looks. And we're getting that cracky kind of wallop sound. This one's going to jump on in distance from other P irons. It's going to be maybe the most powerful out there. It looks great, the P790. It definitely pulls on some of the decent looks of the other P range, but we definitely are getting more medium lines, a little bit more offset and appearance. We do get this same nice looking muscle barring on the back, but actually it's kind of, you know, there's going to be help in there, and nice precision grooves, maybe not as tight as some of the bladed irons. It's a really good looking, to be fair, game improvement iron. So they feature TaylorMade Intelligent Sweet Spot as well as Tungsten Low, and in the bottom of this club, all about trying to help you when you are hitting it maybe a little bit more out the bottom of the club than you really should be, which is the general miss you'd find for lots of golfers, that kind of low, weaker strike. So they're doing everything they can to try and help you down there when you catch it. Because, I mean, there's one there, I hit that half decent, but it was more towards the bottom, and it's going to try and produce as much help as it can in there, which is why we start seeing the slot at the bottom, and we see in the tungsten written on the back here, more tungsten down at the bottom. We're probably going to see some different spin models, which I'll show you in the numbers in a second. So lower spinning, but high launching, so you're going to get good peak heights, but you are going to get distance from lower spin and the stronger lofts. And the stronger lofts are going to come from the fact that you put the weight more down the bottom, there's more chance of pushing it up with the launch and getting that peak height. So you can just keep taking the loft off. So we get that feeling of our irons going a long, long way, and that's not a problem. I game irons that do exactly that thing. And in that market of irons that are going to be powerful, low lofted or lowish lofted and lower spinning, this is definitely one of the better looking, sounding relatively clicky, you know, so it's got a good click to it. It's not trying to feel soft or controlled. It is feeling responsive and loud. And if you think about it, this club, if you are someone who's swinging slower, you ain't going to make the biggest noise with your strike. So that added impact sound might be something that you actually play into. When you give these to better players, often that sounds a little bit too high, too clicky. But again, that's down to opinion. That's up to you to form what you like the sound or not of a club. Again, I game clubs very, very similar to this. And with its speed foam and its thinner face, again, it's all trying to retain ball speeds, all trying to give you as much help as they're allowed to give in an iron. Well, let's have a look at these numbers, see exactly what we're getting out of them. So we're getting a 7-iron going 182, very strong. Spin is dropping down to 5,000 res, outside 6,000. That's low for a 7-iron for me, but about where a 7-iron of this kind of design would sit. And launching down at 16, little bit lower ball speed, 1247 iron. It's strong with a medium to healthy launch, low spin. You're going to get very long. I mean, I could get this 7-iron going 190 if I jumped on it through the air, which is impressive distance. And who might want to dial into that distance? Well, people maybe who lack distance, but remember loft is coming off as well, so that's a compromise you'd have to check to make sure it works for you. And remember as well, I would definitely be thinking of these in my longer irons. If you're someone who's going to combo, this iron would sit nice with some of the other P range, maybe in a 7, 6, 5, 4, those kind of things. If you want something friendlier and healthier on those miss hits as you come down the lofts. It's a decent feeling, it's firm, it's strong, very good looking in its bracket of club iron from TaylorMade. Who would game these? Anyone who wants a bit of help and is not afraid that the iron number on the bottom might not be quite relevant, but they'll be able to tell their mates that they hit 7-iron 190 yards. Yes, please.